Oh, Aunt Thelma, Uncle Richard. I'm so sorry. I think I gave you the wrong address yesterday. My bad. I'm actually leaving on a business trip, but I left the money on the table for you to pick up.
Oh, thank goodness, Jaden. You're too kind.
Yes, just remember, the door is a bit jammed. You'll have to force it open, but don't worry, my repairman will fix it in the evening. I could hear them squealing like mice hearing the cheese truck. They grabbed the directions, hopped in their car, and drove straight to the address I had given them. A few hours later, the neighbors reported a break-in in progress. The house they were trying to rob? A real police officer's home. By the time Uncle Richard and Aunt Thelma realized something was wrong, flashing red lights surrounded them. They were caught trying to force their way into a stranger's house. Their phones and wallets were taken as evidence, and they were hauled straight to the station. But the real shock? My name is Jaden, and if there's one thing life taught me early, it's this. Family can break you faster than strangers ever will. My mom died giving birth to me. My dad vanished before I was even old enough to remember his voice. So I was raised by my Uncle Richard and Aunt Thelma, two people who believed any child without parents must automatically be a free housemaid. From the outside, people thought they were saints for taking me in. On the inside, it was hell with curtains. The house was big, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, even a laundry room with a washing machine. A nice washing machine, one that nobody was allowed to touch. Except me. I was allowed to touch it only to clean it, not to use it. I washed clothes with my hands, in the backyard, under the sun, with detergent that burned my skin until they cracked. Aunt Thelma used to hover behind me like a prison guard.
Scrub harder. Do you want your uncle smelling like poverty?
I'm scrubbing.
Then why isn't your back sweating? Move!
My back was always sweating. Cooking was worse. They made me prepare every meal, even when I was sick. One evening, I was coughing non-stop, my chest tight. I tried to sit down for a moment, but Aunt Thelma snapped her fingers at me.
If you want to rest, you should have stayed in your mother's stomach with her. Stand up and finish frying that fish.
The words burned more than the hot oil that popped onto my arm. Uncle Richard wasn't better. He treated me like a servant he didn't pay for. Boy who told you to keep the TV remote on the table? That's how remote controls disappear. Keep it in my hand after every channel I change. I used to pray every night for a miracle. Or at least for the electricity to go off so I wouldn't have to keep switching the remote. They didn't let me eat until they finished. They didn't buy me clothes unless I was going to school. Even then, they bought uniforms so big I looked like a curtain with legs. I'd wash their clothes, clean the house, polish their shoes, massage their feet, everything. One day, when I forgot to iron Uncle Richard's shirt, he threw it at me so hard, the button cut my cheek. Their favorite thing was accusing me of using too much water, because washing machine was banned, so they made me fetch water in buckets from the community tap, like someone doing gym training without payment. School was supposed to be my escape. It became another weapon. Every term the head teacher would call me aside, frowning at his papers. Jaden, your school fees still haven't been paid. I would freeze. They paid at home. But they hadn't. At home, Aunt Thelma kept the money in her handbag. I saw it once, neatly folded, sitting right there. When I asked about it, she smiled the way wicked people smile when they already know the answer.
School fees? For what? So you can grow proud and forget who feeds you?
Instead, she went to school herself. She told my teachers lies with a straight face.
That boy is lazy. He doesn't like studying. We try our best, but he wastes opportunities.
And just like that, I became the lazy one. Teachers stopped encouraging me. Some stopped caring. Others punished me harder, thinking shame would fix me. At home, it got worse. I used to do my homework secretly at night, sitting on the floor near the door where the light was weakest. I wrote quietly, afraid even my pen scratching the paper would get me in trouble. One night, Uncle Richard walked in and caught me. "What are you doing?" "Homework, sir." He snatched the book from my hands. "Homework? After all the work you didn't finish in this house?" He tore the pages out slowly, one by one. Then he threw them into the charcoal stove. I watched my handwriting curl and turn black. "Now go sleep. Tomorrow you wake up early." The next day, I went to school empty-handed. "Where's your assignment?" It burned." The class laughed. The teacher shook his head. "Excuses again. You are becoming a problem." At night, they never allowed me to study. If they saw me with a book after sunset, the punishment was immediate.
Books won't wash plates. Drop it and come here.
Lights off. No studying, no questions. Then report cards came. My grades dropped. That's when the beatings started. Uncle Richard would hold the paper like evidence of a crime. "So this is what you're doing with our money? Failing?" I try. "I'm not allowed to." Slap. "Don't talk back." They beat me for bad grades. Grades they made sure I would never earn. Afterward, Aunt Thelma would deliver her final sentence.
See? School isn't for everyone. Some people are born to serve.
I started believing her. I stopped raising my hand in class, stopped dreaming of anything better, stopped thinking the future belonged to me. Because in that house, even education was forbidden. But the worst moment? It came on my 15th birthday. I woke up excited, expecting nothing but still hoping for something small, maybe even a happy birthday. Instead, Aunt Thelma tossed a pile of dirty clothes onto my bed.
Hurry up, and don't you dare take a break just because you're pretending today is special.
Pretending my own birthday was special. That night, I cried myself to sleep quietly because crying loudly would waste oxygen, according to my uncle. I became quiet, thin, detached, a ghost boy, until everything snapped. I couldn't take it anymore. One night after Uncle Richard beat me for forgetting to warm his food, he came home late and expected the stew to magically reheat itself. I finally broke. I packed a few clothes into a plastic bag and slipped out while they were snoring loudly, like two malfunctioning generators. I ran straight to the only person who had ever been kind to me, my friend Malik. His mother welcomed me like I was her own son. She gave me food, a bed, warmth, a hug. That hug alone cured half of my trauma. I stayed with them permanently. No police, no drama. They knew my aunt and uncle too well. They weren't going to fight for me. Malik's mom helped me finish school. Then I got a scholarship. Then another. Then I learned coding. Then investing. Then building online businesses. In a few years, I wasn't just stable, I was rich. Like, my bank app freezes when I scroll rich. Life was good. But good things attract nosy people. One afternoon, Malik came rushing into my office laughing. "Bro, guess who's asking around about you?" "Who?" "Your aunt and uncle. Word got to them you're wealthy." Of course. Rumor had it they were drowning in debt. They had borrowed money from the bank to open a small shop, then ate the money, then borrowed again to fix mistakes, then ate the money again. Now the bank wanted blood. I wasn't surprised when Aunt Thelma called. She used a soft voice. Too soft. The kind of voice snakes use before biting.
Jaden, my child, how are you?
Alive, surprisingly.
Don't talk like that. You know we raised you.
Raised? You mean enslaved?
Don't be dramatic. Anyway, your uncle and I, we need a little help.
How much?
Just 5 million.
5 what?
It's small money for someone like you.
I almost swallowed my tongue laughing. She kept insisting.
Come see us, we miss you.
Oh, I know. I know exactly how much. I hung up. Then I remembered all the pain, all the insults, all the humiliation. I wasn't going to hit them. I wasn't going to frame them. I wasn't going to do anything illegal. I was simply going to let karma do its job, with a gentle push. So when they called again, begging for directions to my mansion, I gave them an address. A very special address, a neighborhood controlled by a notorious gang. I wasn't there, but the story spread fast. Uncle Richard and Aunt Thelma walked in wearing their church clothes, thinking they would enter my marble-floored home and drink juice from champagne glasses. Instead, they were surrounded by 7 tattooed guys who did not appreciate strangers entering their territory. Rumor says the gang leader asked, "Who sent you here? FBI? Police? Enemy gang?" My aunt was shaking like a wet chicken.
We are here to see our nephew.
"Your nephew lives here. Are you sure he's not dead?" They tried to explain. The gang didn't like their story. They took their phones, their clothes, made them sit on the floor, made them respect the community. Not beaten, but taught a bitter lesson. One they would never forget. They ran home barefoot, wearing torn old rags the gang gave them. Did I feel bad? Absolutely not even a little bit. But the universe wasn't finished with them. Their debts grew. The bank came after them. Their shop flopped. Their landlord kicked them out. But the real shock? I decided to have a little more fun with them. I called them that morning in my sweetest, most apologetic voice. "Oh, Aunt Thelma, Uncle Richard. I'm so sorry. I think I gave you the wrong address yesterday. My bad. I'm actually leaving on a business trip, but I left the money on the table for you to pick up."
Oh, thank goodness, Jaden. You're too kind.
Yes, just remember, the door is a bit jammed. You'll have to force it open, but don't worry, my repairman will fix it in the evening. I could hear them squealing like mice hearing the cheese truck. They grabbed the directions, hopped in their car, and drove straight to the address I had given them. A few hours later, the neighbors reported a break-in in progress. The house they were trying to rob? A real police officer's home. By the time Uncle Richard and Aunt Thelma realized something was wrong, flashing red lights surrounded them. They were caught trying to force their way into a stranger's house. Their phones and wallets were taken as evidence, and they were hauled straight to the station. But the real shock? Someone, till today I don't know who, also reported them for fraud and illegal loan activities. Turns out, in all their greed and desperation, they had been signing fake documents and borrowing money using other people's names. Yes, they were criminals before they ever knew I existed. Karma didn't come. Karma sprinted. They were arrested, tried, and sentenced. And I felt a strange sense of closure. But I wasn't done. I walked into the prison visiting room wearing a fresh suit, felt good, smelled rich, looked like a man whose childhood suffering paid interest. They walked in wearing faded prison uniforms, looking like two boiled plantains left in the sun. Aunt Thelma gasped. Uncle Richard froze.
Jaden, please, help us. They treat us like animals here.
That's crazy. How can they treat you like animals? You deserve better. They should treat you like VIP animals. Be serious. Oh, I'm very serious. I learned seriousness washing your underwear. Their faces dropped.
We were wrong, but we're still family.
Family? Family does not turn children into servants. We raised you. We fed you. Fed me? What? The bones from your plates or the leftovers you threw away?
Jaden, please, just bail us out.
No. Why? Because I won't interrupt Karma when she's finally having fun. I stood.
Jaden, don't leave. We're begging.
Beg louder. Maybe the guard will take pity. They kept begging as I walked away. And for the first time in my life, I felt free. Truly free. So that's my life story. From house slave to runaway, to successful man, to the guy who watched Karma deliver Amazon Prime justice to his wicked aunt and uncle. If you enjoyed this dramatic masterpiece, do me one favor. Please like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, my aunt will haunt your washing machine.